We covered this on our last podcast, but you're new to the subject. What do you think about the new mini NES, and are you getting one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 actually.
2?
I'm gonna buy one to open and one to keep. Yeah.
You know what I love about the box? I love that box looks like original one.
Now, essentially, what it is it's the virtual console, but without buying a Wii or a Wii U. It's.
I think that's smart.
I think the way that's
genius.
I think the reason why they picked the games they did is because those are the ones that sell the good, that get the most downloads since the virtual console's been out. Since the Wii came out 2005, 2004.
Yes.
And then between now, so I think after 10 years of a virtual console, they said, okay, these are the games that have sold the best. On the virtual console.
Oh, and they just compiled those
and put them onto one thing.
Right.
I think it's a very cool concept. I've always secretly wanted them to make a anniversary NES, but I think it would have been cool if it was able to use cartridges too. Yeah. Even if it wasn't full size and they made like mini.
You can already see that people making a kind of something to do. You know what I mean? Then they won't be able to sell the rest.
A lot of people are complaining about, like some people are saying, like I've seen everything from the quality is not going to be as good to where, I already got the game. They already got the games and stuff. Yeah. But I've had so many people that haven't touched games at all.
Right.
Like, we're all gamers and stuff, but you got to remember there's people that don't play video games out there.
Contrary to popular belief,
believe it or not,
everybody plays video games.
There's people I know that have not played a game since like 1991. And the people were writing me that morning like, hey, did you see this? Because they know I do YouTube, but they don't watch YouTube. They don't follow anybody. They don't play games, nothing.
Right.
I've had so many people and they're like, hey, check this out. I think I'm going to get one because they used to have an NES. And I think people are like, I'm not going to name any names, but some of my friends that make YouTube are like, I don't understand. Why is Nintendo wasting the money to make this? Why are they going, who are they marketing this
I know.
to? They're marketing it to people that aren't gamers.
Right.
People that remember Nintendo.
Yeah.
People
but aren't into it to wear enough to get like old shit.
Not everybody's going to go, oh my God, I'm going to go pay $25 for Mario 3. I'm gonna go.
No, that's too much work to put all that together.
Yes.
Get all the cards.
console.
Like, my friend did. He came over to my house. He saw my collection. He goes, "Oh my God! I want to buy. Do you have an extra one? I want to buy it now. I want to buy a Nintendo. I want to buy these 5 games. I want another controller. Like, please. Whoa. Like, I haven't seen this in 20 years. These are super rare." I'm like, "They're not that rare, bro." I hooked him up. I gave him a fair price. And then later I've talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, I never really hooked it up. It's just, it's kind of, they're kind of dusty feeling. And I can't quite my TV and blah, blah, blah." And this is marketed for the people who remember it. And I can't tell you how many people I talk to that are saying either Atari or Nintendo. That's it. I mean, if they go beyond that, they're younger or they're a gamer who started somewhere else. But Nintendo and Atari was where it started.
And the ease of it is you don't have to go and get all the because Contra Super C is on there, Bubble Bobble's on there, Mario 3, the Zelda's
great.
Those are all pricey, man.
Yeah.
The console, those games cost more. Some of those games cost more than the mini NES.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
And then you got to think people that aren't hardcore collectors, they're not going to go and get all that. They're not going to go and get a TV that they could play certain games on. They're not going to go and do all that extra crap. They don't give a crap. They just want to play the games that they remember playing. They want to put it on their HD TV and that's it.
Right. And they were smart to use that same port.
Very smart.
Yeah.
For the Wii and
right.
because you can pick up those controllers.
Yes.
Just put them in. Yeah.
Well, here's what's cool. I think that it's gonna translate a few, make 1%, maybe even less, 0.1% of people into collecting. They'll realize, oh my God, the Super Nintendo came next, and this came next, and this came next, and they won't be satisfied with just what's offered on these little consoles. They're going to go beyond it, which I think is really cool. And I'm not saying they're going to be hardcore collectors and be our competition or any of that. They're going to be buying little Samsons or finding them. They're just going to get into it, and it's going to kind of expand the base.
Right.
Which it's interesting because Pokemon did it. And now Nintendo's going to do it again with this little console. I mean, I'm going to buy. This is a great stocking stuffer. I mean, I know it's $60.
No, but it's cheap enough to be something really cool, man.
Yeah, like if you bought this for a friend or
they'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is great for like a white elephant, like Santa, whatever thing.
Secret Santa.
I mean,
Secret Santa.
60 still is usually more. Usually it's like 20 or 50, but I'm definitely going to get it. I'm down for it. I'm going to buy it specifically for. I have a nephew who's about 10, and I'm thinking he'd enjoy it. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe nowadays that's too old for them, but we'll see.
Oh man, I had something on that. Say something Nintendo.
Something Nintendo.
Nintendo.
No, it was something about that shit, and I was reading the comments, and it just left me like, boop, out of my mind.
Well, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for
Sega. A little bit of competition never hurt anybody. Sega Genesis is going to make one to compete with the NES one.
I think they're re-releasing the one they had a few years ago
with more games.
No, it's going to have the
little
same
one,
amount.
that little black one.
Yeah, it accepts cartridges.
Oh, now that
it accepts cartridges, and you can plug in your Genesis controllers.
Nice,
but it's not that great of a console.
Really,
the sound quality's bad. Some of the games on it glitch out.
But that's the one you have.
Yeah, I have one.
They're making another one.
No, they're just going to re-release it.
Oh, that's not very good at all.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I'm worried about the Nintendo. I want it to be 1-to-1 because that was the greatest thing about the old Mario is that feeling of such tight control, and when you don't have that 1-to-1 ratio of when you click your controller, it moves him right away.
Right.
It sucks. So
and
I'm
remember,
really hoping it does.
We talked that it was HD now, so that the frame rate is caught up to it because I play Nintendo on my TV and there's a little bit of a lag. You can't really play.
And that
good.
ruins Mario. I mean, you can get used to the lag, but that's not how it should be.
Right.
You should have the original.
And this is hooked up HDMI to the back of the TV so that it could be frame perfect. So I think that's a huge selling point because I don't want to carry around a CRT, man. I don't want those big ass TVs to play these games accurately, So I'm glad they're making this console to adjust to our TVs that we have now. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that just makes it more convenient, the HDMI factor. For sure.
What says they wish that Justin Blees says that he wishes that Battletoads and Dr. Jekyll was in there. I would not want Dr. Jekyll anywhere near. Dude, I played
not
that
even
game.
as a joke.
I have an emulator for it, and it sucks.
It's terrible.
I couldn't play it 2 minutes. Do you get that game?
It's not. It's all right.
Do you get it though? Do you know what it is? I couldn't understand.
Yeah,
I watched you play it on some stream with a bunch of people one time.
Yeah, we did a video with AVGN and Mike Matei one time.
Oh no shit!
At Too Many Games.
Oh, and he played that game?
Yeah, we all played it.
Oh, that game's horrible.
It's bad, but it's
really
not
bad.
That bad.
And no, don't put that shit in there, man. That's a horrible game. Get it in real life, for nostalgic reasons, but do not put that in a console to sell to the masses because that is a really bad game. I hope they make a second one with other ones that didn't make the cut. I love a lot of the ones I don't even think that Contra was on the list, right?
Super C
made it, but not Contra.
I think they might make an updated one where they'll have some kind of slot, even if it's like you put them on an SD card.
Right.
Yeah, I think they'll do that.
Because for Contra to not be on the list, that made me a little sad. Because Super C's okay, but it ain't no Contra. You know what I'm saying? The heck with that shit. Yeah, and there was surprised too that the Ghost and Goblins wasn't on there anyway.
It is.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, he said it is.
Mega Man 2, Ghosts and Goblins.